90 Day, Fiancé star Angela Deem's housekeeping skills are under fire, as Angela's home's reportedly filthy, and she may be too heartbroken to pick up a Swiffer or plug in the vacuum. Trauma manifests in different ways. Some people might become hypervigilant, while others need more time to relax. Everyone copes in their own way, and Angela should probably use some of her hard-earned money to hire a housekeeper. They can keep things shining while she does what she does best: entertain her audience. It seems like Angela wants to be the dominant half in any relationship, taking on a sort of 1950s man of the house guise, and looking after her partner. Yes, it's old-fashioned, receding, more evolved views about sex and gender, but again, if that's what she likes and enjoys, it's her life. Aside from finding a man who'll do the housework while she gets out there in front of cameras, redoes meet and greets with fans. Angela, who's known for her rage, needs to clean things up all by herself. Angela's house may have been one reason why Michael flew the coop, but there's way more. This relationship was doomed from the outset. It's just that Angie would never take off the rose-colored glasses. She kept romanticizing a situation that was inherently transactional and forgiving Michael for even the harshest offenses. Usually that kind of behavior is due to low self-esteem. As a person grows stronger, they'll typically tolerate less, while Angela's very strong in so many respects. When it comes to her love life, he loses all sense of reality. Yes, she did suspect that Michael was a Nigerian scammer rather than a prince. She pushed those thoughts away. She needed to believe in him in order to live out some kind of dream, just to ease her loneliness. This stuff isn't all bad. A lot of people have these drives. They don't want to be alone. They forgive too much. However, usually the train doesn't go off the tracks while millions of people watch. If a woman wants to please a man, she'll usually make an effort rather than slobbing out in sweats with uncombed hair and no makeup. While Michael was still her husband, Angela, who let her house go, may have let her image go too. Now she's seemingly doing the opposite, has to show him how good she can look when people are really comfortable with their partners and feel accepted. A don't have to try so hard. Lately Angela's going all out, putting on tight and revealing clothes. Angela's darkened her eyebrows dramatically. It gives her a fierce but bizarre appearance. Yes, this woman is a reality icon. The confidence is there at right now. Maybe it's not as abundant as it usually is. She's at a low ebb because Michael hurt and humiliated her. The lengths she's going to with her appearance make her seem like she's on stage at all times, laying to the peanut gallery. Maybe Angela can't see her own beauty at the moment. Then, though she refers to herself as royalty, she may feel like she wasn't pretty enough to keep her younger husband happy with the right person. She won't need to worry about that. The fact that she's wearing backwards baseball caps and layers of bling may be a way of telling Michael that she's still young and vibrant. However, he shouldn't be trying to impress a man who cheated on her and then dumped her. Michael left to chase the American dream, and this was possible because of the money she gave him and the green card she enabled him to get. Why make an effort for that? She shouldn't, and hopefully she isn't. Michael's glorying in his single status, and every time he does, he's shredding Angela emotionally. She had big dreams about Michael coming to America. In fact, she spent years waiting for him. Imagine how hurt she was when he finally got to the US of A, only to run for the hills as soon as he could. Then he rubbed every bit of happiness in the sad Georgia Peach's face, making her feel totally disposable. This is the downside of dating a man who approaches a woman on Facebook, showering her with compliments. Michael love-bombed Angela, trying to weaken her common sense. This technique can be very effective. Basically, decent people want to trust others and like them. They aren't expecting to be scammed by evil users. However, with Michael, there were so many red flags. Even so, she was seeing some of them. Despite being blinded by love, she wondered if he was conning her, but that didn't stop her from dating him and getting serious with him and marrying him in Nigeria. These blunders are human and survivable. They aren't some kind of death sentence or emotional prison sentence. She can live to fight again. She can find another partner. However, the flirtatious Mima probably isn't ready yet. She's still healing after a long and turbulent relationship. Her dreams die, and she has to rise from the ashes, and she can. Michael donned a God Got Me t-shirt in his GoFundMe profile pic, playing the devout Christian. That was a bit galling. Would a real Christian do any of the bad things he's done? Sure, they'd sometimes sin and then ask for forgiveness, but would they accept oral sex from a woman in exchange for giving her a ride? Would they siphon money out of an older woman, turning her into an ersatz ATM? Would they play the faithful husband until they got their greedy hands on a green card and then seal themselves off from their wife? The Christian Michael has done all of these things. In his defense, Angela can be a nightmare. She's loud, crude, and violent. She can be kind, but when she's triggered, Michael needs to duck and cover, and who wouldn't get sick of that? Both people are flawed, but Angela's the only one who's heartbroken. Michael may carry trauma due to all the abuse he endured, but he seems to be thriving. It's possible that he's not having any sleepless nights or crying any tears. Mickey could be okay. Angela clearly is not. Angela is currently promoting her birthday event, as per the Instagram post shown above. It's a night of dancing and karaoke. It actually sounds fun, and hopefully there will be a good turnout. While Angela needs to stop getting physically aggressive, she can be very funny. She's got more charisma than most people, a sort of star quality that keeps Angela from getting cancelled despite some fairly heinous acts. However, under all this festive stuff, Angela's a woman who lost her husband. Every happier than ever post that Angela adds to Instagram is a way to show the world that she's okay, but she might not be. The problem with strong women like Angela is that they try to project strength and competence at all times, even when they are hurting inside. Hopefully Angela's family is giving her the love she needs right now at GoFundMe. In the aforementioned God Got Me shirt, with an innocent smile, Michael tried to get money out of his followers, and he succeeded. The GoFundMe's over now, i.e. closed for donations, but Michael's audacity inflamed Angela. It probably made her very depressed. Watching people flock to his fundraiser must have killed her during breakups. People need to reorient themselves. They have to adjust to having no control over people they were very close to. It takes time, and it's often very painful. People should be patient with themselves as they move through the process. It's not easy for anyone. Angela's lashed out at Michael's fans and generally hasn't taken the high road. That's understandable, as she believes that Michael was taking her for a ride from day one. He does deserve some shade for doing that. However, his side also needs to be considered. He needs money for legal fees because Angela is trying to get him deported. Angela is suffering because she loved Michael. It's a fine line between love and hate, and even now he probably loves him sometimes and hates him at other times. She must remember when they were happy and wish things were different. At the same time, he's super bitter because Michael rejected her. His American dream includes a new group of friends, his new family. Angela could never tote a baby with Michael due to her age, and she may have to watch another woman do that one day as she tries to win the split. Michael thwarts her at every turn. He joined a Paradise Men group at Facebook Air. He could easily connect with vulnerable women. This isn't really gigolo stuff, but it's on the fringes. It seems like he's trying to find more women to mooch off and generally take advantage of. Watching him flamboyantly branching out like this must sting. Angela needs to stop trying to win the split. There are really no winners here. Michael is free in America, but he's still the guy who left an older woman heartbroken after using her for years. Is that something to be proud of? Of course not. Meanwhile, Angela's reputation is in ruins. However, that can be liberating. Once a person's reputation is totally shot, as Taylor Swift discovered, they can reinvent themselves. They're no longer trying to meet expectations. As Austin Powers said, the train has sailed. Angela looked giddy while posing with Vanilla Ice at his concert. She'd probably date the Ice Ice Baby rapper if she could. Angela's older, but she's hot-blooded. She wants romance and she's got a roving eye. In the past, it seemed like she was just flirting with people to get revenge because Michael was a cheater. However, as a single woman, she's just the same. The chances of getting burned again are extremely high, so she needs to be cautious. She needs to start looking for nice guys. She must try to appreciate them. Yes, she may gravitate towards bad boys, but there's another path, a higher path. On that path, she can forget about looks and focus on how the person is acting. Do they try to help her? Are they there for her? Do they listen? Do they care? The answers to these questions are important. In fact, a partner who cares, rather than pretending to, is really the ideal. Not some scammer from another country, or a rapper who'll forget her as soon as he sees another woman. Angie's cool, sometimes she's hilarious and full of life. She's a feisty woman who commands attention. However, it's time for her to grow up. The men she naturally likes will always hurt her. Hopefully Angela will forget about Michael. Look for someone who goes out of his way to make her life better and easier, and forget about the dirt bads right now. Deep in trauma. 90 Day Fiancé. Is Angela's doing the best that she can. She's not all bad and deserves some compassion.